With myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to turn to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else choose you instead. I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. Everything was green light, now we got the red. Could've had somebody else chose you instead. Yeah, lately I be having conversations with myself, cause I feel like I have nobody to talk to. I be having conversations.
Check, 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 check. And we are out here without fear. And it's all about the topics. Yeah, man. I just want us a special good evening to each and everybody who's tuned in. And as you see, I have on my headpiece tonight representing the Caribbean islands, you know, and that's what I do. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, Alan, but this is what I do. Sometimes.
Right?
Anyways, it's all about the topics tonight. Be alongside Alan Powell, and we have a couple things to talk about tonight. And one thing, numbers don't lie, especially in a budget, especially if you have auditors behind the auditors. Yeah, and we ain't gonna jump right into it one time, you know what I mean? But hey, let me get my popcorn. And with that being said, good night, cause Alan and Jason. Good night, Laura. Yeah, man. Special good evening to each and everybody. Continue sharing the show. Share the link if you want to join the chat room. You know what I mean? Just comment your number. You know what I mean? Inbox. Somebody could post the link for the group chat. You know what I mean? And we could stay acquainted with one another from the show. So yeah, you don't know. Share the show. Share the show. Share the show. And we rolling. Alan, how are you?
Good night. I'm doing well. You could hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready. I'm ready for the start of the show, water, no? So I got to make sure if you could hear me first. How was your weekend, boss?
It was good. Feel good.
Mm-hmm. Um, could start off with a small little light thing, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Sink it's and Nevis football.
Just
Sink it's and Nevis is now in the position once again where the next set of games they're gonna be playing is gonna be in Florida. And if they win the next game, I think they're gonna be on TV. Are you gonna be able to turn on ESPN and are you gonna be able to see the Sinkits and Nevis football team? The imposition of
Mm-hmm.
these again, it's gonna be a hard game. And from your always team a hard game. But I'll be small, so all of them supposed to be hard. So I gonna be tuning in. Maybe I might even there Florida then time like I don't know watch the country and I tell myself, bah, you get fed up on me and so. So it get into the time to get to the country again, you know? So we might get a little football on TV coming up. You might be able to boast off your headpiece, you know, and tell them, yeah, that one, yeah. I think it's a news. I also I come from. Mm. Well, just now we had we got a pile of small things today. Um, of course, today was Full Suit of Scant Day, aka it was the Premier's press conference. We
Yeah.
had that today. But are we going back a little bit before
I
that
just
then?
want to say I just want to say happy belated birthday to the Honorable Cleon Simmons.
Oi! I, I will forget about that then on the show, as you say.
So
Um,
somebody tag a politician. Birthdays are
yeah,
important.
yeah. as you say, a happy belated 30th birthday. I had to go look up because I see crown and thing being my head. So I had to go look up what is the significance of the 40th birthday. And it named after somebody who I care about, at least part of the name. It is the Ruby Jubilee, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I understand why, crown and so had to go on my head, and it's a big deal, I guess, I
Okay,
suppose.
okay. Okay,
Um,
I see a whole heap of well, not family pictures, but more political pictures. You know what I mean? So I
um,
was wondering what was happening. You know what I mean? It got to be something good was happening. So I like, no, what really going on? I'm like, oh, today is a birthday. That's why they got all them politician there. You know what I mean? So me work out, oh yeah, it makes sense then. No wonder all them politician in there.
I feel like politicians are really like your colleagues. If if I had a birthday party and all the politicians came, I would hope that is because basically half an English come. And, but anyway, me not really want to get into to no but the thing.
Yeah,
Somebody don't call me this afternoon and talk to me about Cleon. I all I have to say about Honorable Cleon Stapleton Simmons is happy belated, but
of course.
he had a couple things that I didn't hear in the press conference that I've heard on the road. We might want to kind of pay attention to them so I can go get rid of them there first.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I heard it is alleged. I don't know that this is gonna happen, but I'm watching the wire that the Charleston police station is gonna be moved down to Low Street. I don't know which part down on Low Street,
We're in the cinema.
but remember a lot of church keep in the cinema right now, no? So I mean, I really feel like you go at church in the cinema, and then also other things. So I mean, I really
Well,
know
we're
that
in
could
Lost
be
Street per
possible.
se.
The bus, I don't know specifically. I know. I mean, I think a couple months ago, I would have tell you. I hear there's some problems with the police station. I don't know if the problems have been sorted out or anything, but now I hear the police station, the Charleston police station going Low Street.
That's hard to believe
Why not? They could
because
see they could
Lost Street is below sea level.
boy them man could see the criminals coming from St. Kitts and be able to stop them in record time. What are you talking about?
Well, let them
Then
go
I got to
gallows.
hear.
Let them go gallows. It's easier from gallows.
No, but you see, facility down the swampy. Down the swampy. Well, see, Loretta said maybe he's down in RSA the police station. Yeah. And as I say, I don't know what is taking place. I just hear that, pay attention, look out and see that the police station is going to move down on Lost Street. I have no
I
idea.
would see it. I would see it by. I would see it happening. I would see it
See,
happening at.
Tanya gave a suggestion there. Ski building by the church. And I see you pause like I say, bye. I can see it. I can see it.
I go see it because not much are going in the building there.
Okay. Um, but really and truly, when I just pass the building there, I want to believe you got one or two stores there. I just pass a young Guyanese lady there.
Hmm.
Big up the
She gonna
young GTs, by the way.
and police gonna move in there. She gonna lose her husband.
Oh my God. Um, Next small thing. Well, this year could be a bigger thing, really, and truly, particularly for the mothers. I heard that the Charlestown Health Center, which I think has been located in Brownhill for the last couple months, is going to move down below Strani. You know which part Development Bank was?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, development bank moved on in the where social security was, and so nobody is in the building at this moment in time. Somebody tell me
Okay.
watch the building. You could see there's a little cleaning up going on, and so it seemed like the health center is going to move. Um, Chef said is the wards building, yeah, down to the wards building. So as I said, I hear it in the press conference, and I know the premier does like, oh, take your time. But me hear so, and the people like does want to know what is taking place, and those are two small little things. Well, the Charleston Health Center being in Brown Hill, that there is a bigger thing. So it would be nice if a Charleston Health Center would be in Charleston. I feel like the people in there wouldn't get confused. Cause it make no sense. You go to Brown Hill for the Charleston Health Center.
Yeah.
So, let me see where else we go. Um, well, the premier gave an update today on the battery. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. You would have heard the update.
No.
It basically say like they put in some hydrants. They make a little progress. I know when I was over, but as far as paving, they reach by the community center. So at
Okay.
least if we
That's
have
all.
at least if we have an election tomorrow, you could reach by the community center and make your X. That there is
So
no problem. But don't drive from like Carl side, you know? Drive like Ram side, drive the side road, and you will get through. I don't know anything about construction, right?
yeah.
Is it strange that the man start to do the road from inside about come to the outside? Anything strange in that?
Um, Starting from the inside, coming out, what I could basically say, you normally start from the outside coming, but you started from the inside, come out, you know what I mean? It's something different, basically.
Okay. As I say, I don't know nothing about it just I, I don't understand like it's like if you're going in by the project, to
Yeah.
me it seemed like it seemed like everything alright. I have not been across there, but I see paving like all which where the young man died, you would at least be able to drive like in the area of the shop there. But after that, still the people of Bath who have the patience of Job will get there eventually. Yeah. I feel like before culture armor done, hopefully. I don't feel like another culture armor gonna pass. Mm, see what going on.
More people inside. Uh,
Mm,
will that start from over, mother?
yeah, to me,
Hmm.
based on what I see. Right now they're hoping that no rain fall. The
Cause
government hoping that
the
got it.
easiest part would have been like the main road answer it because that they would have been more precise with that. But anyhow,
I was saying the government hoping that no rainfall and the chopman them hoping that rainfall. If rainfall right now, we wash away a lot of wash away little topsoil and little gravel there and thing. You know what I mean? That's that's an extra move there again. Mm, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I don't think we got nothing else in my phone. I just want to make sure I finish everything out on my phone. Jason?
fellas. People in the show, you don't know, Alan just basically amping up, right? He just want to get rid of the knick-knack so he could deal with the hard ball. And good
Why I
evening,
feel
Auntie.
feel like I had something and find the correct
Share the
receipts
show.
and the
Talk a politician.
um I think I had something else, but by right now the press conference notes on them right now I hit me in the face. So let we deal. Let me get to the press conference, and if I could remember anything after that, I gonna try to remember something after that. The first thing that the premier dealt with, as far as I was able to hear, was geothermal, and there is only one thing that confuses me with regards to the geothermal at this time. The premier said that they received over 100 inquiries and over 30 bids. Very successful. Everybody wanted this thing. Everybody wants some of this money. It's been so successful that it has been delayed a month. Mr. Premier, we have a history with you on projects and delays. Unless the next one is because something where you could blame upon God, hurricane, earthquake. It can't be a hack. It can't be nothing man made. Let we start to get this thing on track. Me not really
It
under.
was so successful that it delayed a
Yeah,
month.
yes. I think he said that during the inquiries part of the rules are that if people ask for further questions, you have to give them further questions about uh, um give them further information basically about what it is would be expected of them. So they had to give these extra give this extra information to all of the interested parties. And as I said, it's just confusing to me. It's so successful that it delayed. Okay. I, all I could say is I hear you. And remember, we got history with you and delays. So we when I'm dealing with the premier as far as a project, he got a long history. So I know what I'm looking at. Mm. Just in the office of the opposition, the premier says that it has been closed. I would dispute his English. I feel like he ain't using the proper English. I don't feel like is he opened the office neither. Um, the office of the opposition is no longer funded by the government, and the opposition broke, so them can't fund nothing themselves. So it is what it is. Me not feel like as me say, me just my little dispute is that he closed down the office. He not send the money to the office. And I would also like to big up the premier because anytime you save money, I don't see how you go save a little money. And when you say from April 16,000 times 8, that's a good food to save. I backing you. So I
So
see
where
you.
is this office?
Um the office is until the 30th of April. Wrong Island, they have one more payment. Oh no, wait, I was going to get to that. Until the 30th of April, he said. The office is located, what are the name? Pump Road? Not no, that I can't be Pump Road. Government Road. Government Road. Lower Government Road. Something like that. That way it is at this moment. But as I said, Mr.
I'm paying
Premier, you know, saves
16,000. That includes stuff.
yes. So the
Okay.
Premier could save the Premier could buy that nearly 100,000 save. Basically He see how much money has been invested in Inter Premier in one move. So I like it. I back him. I could have seen he was coming. The only kind of issue is that from last month to now, last month the attitude was by Devon. Um, is your party in confusion? But we will continue to pay for the office and where this a month gone. Eh, well, I think he said that Janice would have formally written a letter asking that the courtesies of the leader of the opposition be given to her rather than Cleon. What do you think about that? Janice one?
Um, I think the matter hasn't. I think nobody has come to a conclusion yet. So I think the letter would have been more solid if everybody has come to a conclusion.
Um, I feel like at this moment in time, even if there's a conclusion as far as whether or not Cleon is gonna be part of part of the party moving forward,
Yeah,
it still would have been incorrect to send the letter in terms of the fact that she still ain't have the support of Cleon officially.
yeah.
So you couldn't send the letter and say it should be given to me. Um, if you're gonna send the letter, you only could send the letter with spite, and the only way how you could send the letter is say, listen, there is not a leader of the opposition. So since there is not a leader of the opposition, nobody should get the money. Which is clear on position.
You
Is
did
either
be
we're gonna do
already.
this,
You did be.
we not. So me feel like that's the move right there. Could I hear Ira in the ear
Somebody
just
was
now?
saying something.
I hear Ira in the ear just now distract me.
Oh, I guess we good now. Come in, try support. Anyway, yeah, as I said, you know what I mean. Like there's no conclusion as yet. So like, he wouldn't get the full support. So like with situation like that, it was like, yo, we're not even if you're the we're not even acknowledge the fact that you're the opposition leader. Only we know what we know. But when it comes to words being appointed and all that type of stuff, they know towards where the governor general.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that hasn't been done as yet, as they say.
Um, I feel like because somebody asked me today, there was like, well, the responsibility should have been on Janice, regardless to her, to negotiate this thing in a manner to get this thing done. And while I still gonna say the leader has a responsibility, part of the thing and my argument is if you are the leader, you can't get overrun, no. So yeah, I would expect parents sometimes to negotiate with the children. But if at any moment in time there is confusion and I could look in and say, well, boy, the children and them are the parents there. So I don't feel like you're gonna be ultimately be able to do what you got to do in the situation. And that are my position on this. Can me try to tell the person in various ways. I say, boy, if I am the work and I tell my boss I'm the boss now, is only one of us staying on the work. Any kind of thing I bring in is only one of us staying on the work. And I feel like people were saying, well, the thing on steady same. I kind of appreciate what the premier do in terms of this is exactly what Cleon wants, and this was the only end result. If there is not gonna be a leader of the opposition, then this is what you're gonna end up to be. Is either somebody gonna get it, and nobody gonna get nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that both members of the opposition could now maybe finally start to have some type of discussion so that the people overall receive the benefit of a strong opposition, and the only accountability that the government have to fear is the accountability from a show called Real Talk Maybe, or DeTopiks. You know what I mean? I can't left Alpana be let the opposition go do that work. In my opinion.
In my
Oh
opinion.
yes, I had another note. The premier was very clear in saying that the people of Nevis, the taxpayers, cannot pay for two opposition offices. We could pay for two special advisors, but when it comes to opposition office, come on, you can't expect us to pay for opposition office because we only pay special advisors. So I back in you, Mr. Premier. I see what going on.
Save the money, save the
But
money.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, by the office money there, they deal with one of them special advisors. They know that me I think about it, though. Just with that confusion there. But anyway, into primary next week.
Yeah.
I got a small proposal. Um, tell me if I am wrong. Suppose we take away the half day that we just give for inter-primary, and we make the day after inter-primary a full day holiday. You don't feel like I would be able to make it more of an event weekend? I'm looking at making the inter-primary weekend a bigger circumstance. I'm maybe change inter-primary to Thursday to it. Nigga schemes in my head. How me sound, Jason?
Um, I see what you're saying. I see what you're
Mm-hmm.
saying, but I would quicker feel if it were to change, I would change it towards the Friday.
But I want the Friday be on holiday. I trying to give you a holiday, and I trying to make it. I trying to essentially create a long weekend and do a lot more events than just
Well,
inter-primary.
the half day is okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like if it was on a Friday, the half day would be okay. Cause majority of the time, automatically people work half day.
Boy, Friday is automatically a half day in the Caribbean. Me no care what time them man say they open till now. When 12 o'clock comes, some level of productivity has dropped off, and we just battling until the end of the day. On a Friday in the Caribbean. As I said, that it was just a small little thing. You just crossed my mind. I look for ways for the country to be active on the weekend, and I
And
could have see
what happened
how.
is too.
Mhm.
What happened is too. There's the next thing also. You gotta look at security because they could have do inter premier on a Friday long time ago, but they look at the level of the atmosphere, the productivity of the atmosphere, as they say. As they say, the atmosphere. Because it's like, okay, inter premier is the main hub of entertainment for that month, right? So they're gonna need all police, hands on deck, fully. You know what I mean? Inside and outside and around the premier, around the area. You know what I mean? Because you don't know what might happen after and all that type of stuff there. So I believe they do it in the middle of the week because it just kind of cut down a lot more activity. Because if they keep it in the weekend, You don't know everybody all out. So the police basically got work overtime.
Um, well, if me the premier, me not care how the police go work on. That's your business. I hear you with national security. And furthermore, I just this is where we depart. My idea is to have navies being more active. So if anybody gonna tell me that the idea is to keep navies anything less than active, me gonna feel like you want navies be dead. And you gonna just lose me all the time. Because I'm looking at it as a circumstance. As me said, me don't want to keep it on the Friday, you know. Me want the Friday be a holiday. Me want basically whoever win Thursday able to lime all a Thursday night. I want when Fish got the party other promoters. I want to set up a situation where promoters for the weekend are playing to have events. That's all what me try to do in my mind. That's how come it come to me. But me not fight hard for it. Them they just a little rants that just come to my mind. Man. But you're in the business too. So others like go show you what going on, so you go give me a little feedback.
Well, based on my time back in Nevis when I used to do entertainment and all that stuff, especially after Interprime dance and so, the police used to wait till 2 days before me do the party. When me don't buy me drinks and them and tell me that me can't keep the party.
And as I'm saying, that how come I feel like they got excuses built in. You know, say, well, tomorrow is a working day. You only could go to this time. Me, as me say, just in a me
But
mind, I may try
but
to set up a situation for the promoter where you could watch it and feel like, bye, I could
but
benefit.
but the thing about it is like who gives a fuck if tomorrow is a working day or not? It's gonna be a working day regardless of what. Because people work a Saturday time to people work a weekend time too.
Hmm.
So you telling me as the police, you know what I mean? If me throw a party in the week, you telling me gotta shut them off only because people gotta work? It's people
Hmm.
choice if they gotta get up go work or not. Not your choice. You trying to play Jesus in this thing?
But I've been supposed to talk
And
about
that's the
Jesus. I had
problem.
an encounter with Jesus.
And that's the problem I had with the police them a lot of times. And what is me afraid to talk to? Cause what is you so afraid to handle him up? And me not been afraid. You check it out because the fact of the matter is you spending thousands of dollars to make money, to make a profit. You know what I mean? Because that's the business. You got your business license to do promotion. And when you look, you still got to apply for all these type of stuff under the same license where you pay for a year time, you know. Mind you don't pay for your license, you know, to do stuff under the license, you know. Well, look, you still got to pay for a permit, you still got to pay for this. Well, look, they're gonna tell you want adequate security. Fine, no problem. 2 days before the thing, or they don't like how the atmosphere look. Fuck, who cares if atmosphere look? Do your fucking job. That's all. So
Um,
because how the atmosphere look, you wanna stop my party?
and you see, that how come I would understand the analog mentality of the government right now versus mine. Because as me I tell you, Jason, I'm looking for ways to make the place more active. So if I'm trying to get the place more active, whereas you're telling me no, slow it down, less things, less time and all this kind of thing, I can't fight you. Because we how we approaching it, I feel like me and you would be approaching it more similar. 'Cause I feel like I'm gonna, as I said, I want more things to be going on. I don't want it just be the strip clubs them could say fresh ladies and got fresh event. I want also the regular promoters able to say we got a thing to this weekend. Jump in. I want more places online, not less. In my estimation.
Yeah.
Right?
Analog
We
mentality
we,
police. They still got analog
we have
mentality police don't they still? They still do the kind of shit there.
um
If a shooting happen, my castle they come at tongue and shut down party, then stupidness does still happen.
um if the leaders got a analog mentality, who underneath of them can't be digital.
But I feel like the leaders
Um,
them know that they pro that too, because some of the time they know better too, because they don't travel,
well, whatever. Me done with them. Me done with them. You reject my offer. Let's keep Interprime the way it is. Um, we reach now to the Ministry of Health, the great correction that has been expected by the people. Um, what, the $14 million? So one say 14, one say 8, both numbers are wrong. It's more than 14 and it's more than 8. Um, in was it February? Yes, I think it was the 20th of February or thereabouts. The Honorable Janelle Nesbitt would have come and she would have given us a figure for the money spent on the Alexandria Hospital. She was very confident and spoke about the need for accuracy, the need to have full receipts. And in the meantime, she asked Ian had none of what she was talking about. But even though this was not caught by the opposition, this was caught by um the real entertainment network. And in particular, I need to give the credit where the credit is due. To Miss Chev Jeffers. I might have reached there. Chef Jeffers Lewis, me no jump off no name and then nobody vex with me. But anyway, I feel like I would have reached there because I knew, but man, she gave me that video quick, man. She gave me that video quick. Everything was broken down. Um, the premiere made me feel to the Jason the premiere made me feel kind of like we're doing something, but at the same time, the premier nearly like he had dementia today. The premier said that I also mentioned this thing on on what some show. I think I did an interview on a thing called Real Talk. Mr. Premier, bruh, bruh.
Mr. Premier. Mr. Premier, on behalf of Real Entertainment Network, we invite you to come back to Real Talk Corner so you could so I think you need to refresh your memory. Yeah, so Ira, I believe you need to do that, you know what I mean? So he could clarify you and state you guys properly. You check it out because that was in my books that's disrespectful. Yeah. Mm-mm.
Like Mr. Premier, we really trying to think. Yeah, be a little shine. You don't want an extra media company in Nevis to just spring up like us and pay fees and all that
I
kind of thing
think
there.
I think you know. Stop it. Disrespectful. Put some respect on the name.
And it was like I want the premiere. Carl, look, watch out. He do something today. Even I was shocked, and we're gonna get to that. But the premiere got to get more comfortable with being around people who he should be uncomfortable around. I was down in same man getting ready to go play cricket, and Van Samry Congo ball to me. Van Samry, he don't care. I heard the premiere at El Comido Willet event, and the premier is talking about I would like to congratulate the leadership of the Nevis Cricket Association. All of that just because he don't want to say I want to thank Carlisle Powell. And Carlisle Powell went up there and said, Mr. Mark Brantley, I thank you. As a big man supposed to do. You don't reach up there. You're having some convenient memory lapses. Thank you,
Stop it.
Carlisle, for doing a good event. Thank you, Real Talk. You know what I'm saying? So that when because there's times when the premier does stuff. I have a couple of good words to say about you during the budget address, Mr. Premier. I'm not gonna say I thank the leadership of the Ministry of Finance or the leadership of the government. I'm gonna say Mark Brantley, as I supposed to, as a man. Why is this? These moments where you just forget that you forget, but you could speak in perfect English.
I think,
No,
I
no,
think,
Mr. Premier.
I think you should invite him back. I go put in my African language. He needs to come back. He needs to come back on the show. He has some clarification to do.
Um, okay, so I would have told y'all, Miss Hazel Brandy, as the Premier would have said today, she would have given a figure in 2021 of 14.1, no, 218 million. Miss Nisbet would have came and said the number is 8.343 million. So there is a big discrepancy there, about roughly $6 million. And Miss Nisbet was only off by $9 million. So her mistake is only getting greater as the days go by. And he always does it when he wants to be disrespectful to women. Yeah, exactly. But I'm only mentioning the how the premier deals with that, because I saw a whole press conference today and the premier don't touch his face once. So if I am able with words to get a man to not be able to touch his face who control the dribble, but he had to swallow something today. I hope he had a man. But if I could get him to that, maybe I can get him to realize, I could just call people name and say, thank you. I'm trying to use my powers for good tonight. I feel benevolent. You check it out? He gonna like that way. I feel benevolent. So I'm trying to use my powers for good. Mr. Premier, it's okay if you call people name and say, hey, thank you for that thing you did. You contributed. It's not just me doing this in the society. He can work. Loretta Mena said them fix. I said he come with new tactics today. His new tactics is that he pauses more. When he pauses all them time that the sucking up going on. Them time that when I say, boy, today, when the premier was talking, I said he need hacks today. But he ain't need the hacks who are really reaching servers. He need the hacksmen who make sure everything jiggy. Anyway, she was off by $9 million. So the number that she gave, if you had double the number Miss Nisbet gave, you still would have been wrong. She is one of the most wrong that anybody has ever been in the history of wrongness. Miss Nisbet has already set that mark, and it took her less than 60 days to be historically wrong.
Wrong, hey, wrong with receipt.
She was wrong. I never see somebody wrong with more receipts in my whole life. It was the wrong. It was the wrongest. It was the wronginess. He got in some S in there, but he rang. Um, no, Mr. Corvin Wilkin would have put up a post, and he would have said that one of the major issues is the building start 7 years ago, and we still not got nothing. I would like the public to remember the groundbreaking ceremony. And by the way, oh my God, because everything we real, Jason, when last you see the government at a ribbon cutting ceremony?
Why?
When last you see them? When last you see them had a launch and then an opening and then a grand opening? We
Long time back.
fix couple of we fix couple of them things there. We have fixed a couple of those issues. So you get to say that one of the things wrong with here was Oh yeah, as Gigi said, he the premier was talking about how Hazel figures wrong, Janelle figures wrong, a zero. No, Mr. Premier. I'm gonna tell you which part is zero be. But you're not gonna like that part there. And he was like both numbers are wrong and it's less and less. No, no, no. I had known the premier could have said certain numbers in there. Well, we would have started off the show and let him know that he's how incorrect he is. He in the ballpark. He in the ballpark with the figure that he's speaking about at this moment in time. Oh yeah, the issue with the funds. The premier said that the how much ever general say is spent. That was the total spent towards local contractors. Local contractors. He said the other money was money spent on pre-contractual work. Um, I feel like the auditors need to provide the premier with something, and the premier need to come to the public to let us know. We need a breakdown and understanding. If a project which originally was supposed to cost $19 million, you spend $9 million already on pre-contractual work, Mr. Premier, we need to know what's going on with that thing. You can't tell me that before the project start, all of the architectural work and consultation and all them things there gonna cost damn near half the project. That is not a project where you could go forward with. I would like an explanation. I want to know on other projects how much are we putting in just in pre-contractual work with consultation and all that kind of story there. I don't know anybody who gonna spend 10 million on a building but tell you boy we gonna got to do spend 4.5 or get some consultations, pre-contractual work. I never see it happen. If you're spending kind of money there, I would imagine that the building is really gonna be a first class facility. I would imagine you're gonna spend 100 million on the building, 200 million on the building, if it's them kind of work that way you're doing just for pre-contractual. So as me say, the issue for me, that pre-contractual figure there, too big. Me never see nothing like that there. 12 what is it, $9 million? No. We need a breakdown, as I said, on the pre-contractual. We need we
We
need
need
we
an
need to know
itinerary.
yeah, we
We
need
need
to know. We need to know if what has been circulating in the public is true, that the first plan that was created for the hospital was paid for and was later deemed insufficient and therefore required further plans to be gathered in order to go forward with the project. We need to know how the project has been affected. For example,
so
when
so
you
basically
started to construct before you get approval to go forward. We need to know.
so basically more money has been spent into more consulting and planning rather than the physical
Yes,
building itself.
yes, yes. More money and consultation and what he said, pre-contractual work than the building. But Gigi, I would
So,
like to see that feel.
so you get that, people. So somebody get paid for talk before the building even touch, and half the money done gone basically before the building even went up.
And not only that, Not only that, there's another $12 million going into the project. Mr. Premier, do not. But you see, I right on the edge of busting some bad word. 'Cause Mr. Premier, you're kind of flagrant right now. You are not allowed in your ass to go in front of the Navy's public and say we cannot pay for two office. We can't pay for two office for the opposition. They need to give us clear reasoning of how money will be spent in the office of the opposition, and then come and can't tell me by but the 9 million I can't really let you know. Are gonna come with a project which is estimated at this moment in time to be $10 million more, and 5 years later than what you tell me. The same time when you're telling me they have to let us know how they're gonna spend the money. Mr. Premier, you go tell me how you spend the money, man. Lord, man, you're gone too far over the border.
So at least I see what we're coming with because you give them the benefit of the doubt because they said they want clarification in terms of everything. So now we want clarification for that and no because they want clarification with the opposition office. You get what I'm saying? So we want clarification with how that money is spending too.
And
They
don't tell
want
me the
clarification.
hundred and don't tell me the hundred and how much of a thousand for the opposition office is more important than the millions of dollars that you're spending. That's what I say. I am very happy when the premier does tell people, yo, you need to have high standards. Because I'm gonna watch you, I'm gonna be like, boy, are you the boss of bosses? Huh? Are you the boss of bosses, Miji? So all of the high standards that you are asking other people to go, you got the premier can't even tell me about his high standard. He got to live that. He have to embody his standard. So as I said, $100,000. The public got to know how that is spent. You're spending millions, Mr. Premier, and pre-contractual work. Listen, when the Premier said that that 8 million there is only contractual work, me say what? What? Look on the Joy snitching here, but he ain't know what Joy snitching do. He
No,
not gonna know about that. He not gonna know
you don't
about that.
know.
Boy, let me tell you, when the Premier, I got it in my notes. When the Premier said the actual figure, boy, I write down sex 3 times and all. Me there, I say, wow. Look at me out here. Look at us out here holding people accountable. Listen, I don't want to applaud the audience, man. As I tell you, man, because Bobby can't do nothing without that. So I want to thank y'all for like giving us the support, giving us the energy. I like it tonight. I wake up in all kind of position, but it's like I have to reach. Otherwise, I'm gonna get water in my ass. So thank you for the inspiration. I make Abby feel like Abby just be able to do something. Um, the technical team, the technical team for the Ministry of Health. My God, me don't know how far underneath the bus are you going, boy. I was showing underneath the. As soon as he started talking about numbers, before he talking anything about numbers, he say he ain't she fall. She get them from these people over health. And later down, because the premier, let me tell you some words that came out of the premier mouth today. After he was done apologizing and saying a thing called real talk. The premier did something I got respect. The premier said, the buck stops with me. I am the leader and this is my responsibility. Now, you shouldn't tell me before you don't take responsibility. It's the technocrats, it's the technocrats, it's the technocrats. Not try them suffer under the bus. You shouldn't try them nowhere near the bus. You're the leader, just go along underneath there yourself. You're back Brad. But Mark Bradley actually said out of him out, it's my fault. You know. I take the responsibility. I take the blame. Um, the only thing I did not hear was what is gonna be done going forward to make sure that this don't occur in the future. But outside of that, the premier takes some responsibility. Just now, what's up? What's up? Do we get the premier to be accountable? Eh? I don't count. The premier don't apologize to the people of Nevis approximately 23 times because of the shine. Don't beg Abby pardon. Abby got enough apology, you nearly got a month worth of apology. Abby nearly reached 30. Is it? Hmm. Let me see. Let me see.
Share the show, share the
Small.
show.
Yeah, Chef. That's how come I say he gave us an approximate number. He's closer to the promised land. I'm not saying that he's in the land of milk and honey, but he in the regionish. He in the regionish. He close.
So he came with a prox. That's it? Just a prox?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. I bring me back on the hospital. I've been getting a little forward, but I bring me back on the hospital. One thing we gotta remember about the hospital. The hospital broke ground so long ago that Van Samry was the leader of the Concerned Citizens Movement. The hospital broke ground so long ago that we have had two elections, two local elections since it, and two more federal elections since ground was broken on the hospital. Four elections don't keep people. Since the hospital ground was broken, we have had at least six budgets. The hospital was supposed to be done in 2019, and the premier would have looked like one of the most intelligent people in the world. Finish a hospital right before the pandemic.
Hmm.
2023, the premier is the only person on the technical team. All of the contractors say, yo, I've been out. Finish just said this year, you know? But he remains hopeful. Listen, ladies, watch out. One thing me could tell you, you need a man in your life who believe in you, like how the premier believe the hospital ever done this year. You need that kind of man there in your life who just believe in you. What? I know I want a woman. The ladies in my life, that's how they believe in me. They just feel so. You check it out. And the premier, me tell you, that's the kind of man you want.
Have faith.
Two, 2017 until now, and ain't gonna be until 2023. Just some
Have faith.
perspective. This is a small little thing. The premier had to distinguish the relationship between a company he says named Radius, that is going to be in the Brownhill Communications building. He had to distinguish between them and the government. And he had to do that because I've consistently been saying the government does give itself props for so much private businesses that they does make the general public feel like, well, he got to be higher on the business. So the premier was talking about people calling here and asking he, well, um, what I need, what me need to get a job here, what am I look for? You could put in a word. But that's the thing. When you like you're marketing for private, are you doing all of this? Are you taking all the credit and saying, well, look this thing going on, give the government the props. If you can't take props, if you ain't gonna take shots.
Yep.
So I like a today when you come and you say, you're taking responsibility for the numbers. Boom, you could take props. You ain't gonna props to take off of the hospital. But I got one more hospital thing. even that more bad. The
Yeah.
premier had said that he said the hospital was gonna be over by 500,000 United States dollars. By my calculation, the hospital is calculated to be over by closer to 5 million, 500,000 and 5 million. Gigi, remember he said that a zero drop off somewhere? Look, I find the zero drop off. You know, see, I find the zero drop off. Look on right, that's what's up. We need to know. I be going on right now. That orange building project when you finish. Oh boy.
In
Boy,
well, the 500,000, and it turned into the 5 million.
remind me to talk about the building for the children to change clothes in, the dressing room for the children. I don't know if we got a picture of
Yes.
the dressing, the alleged dressing room for the children. I still don't believe that I can't believe that. But we gonna see. Um, oh yeah, what I was saying, you can't be saying taking props for Four Seasons, for example, a private entity. I don't feel like people gonna mix up and say, you're Four Seasons, no? You go. Even if it's the government building, the government is responsible for getting a tenant for the building. Then not to see bone, nothing else.
Yep.
And it don't put extra stress on the government too. But the government, by the premier give some word today, you know. The premier give bad man word, he give bad man family word, he give people word where they just a stop home. I need to get out, and get some jobs. Um, No, he can't come and tell me about that 5 million was inflation. The premier could have finished the hospital 2019 and nothing would have happened. As a matter of fact, he knows inflation. We don't talk about the inflation condition. He knows what taking place. And the premier that listen to the show. Jason, you feel like the premier that listen to the show? I'm fairly confident now that the premier does listen to the show. Even though he don't want don't even though he wouldn't say the name. Something called Real Talk on the Real Entertainment Network. Yeah, I'm really. He does sound too cultured sometimes. He does sound
I
like I
feel
say
like
me advice.
I feel like it'll tune in from time to time.
Hmm.
They don't get remember they got the election they have the election profile, they don't use it.
Oh, okay. Intelligent. Okay. Good vibes. Oh yeah, this is another rant I have here. What you could tell me if I'm wrong. Um, when me I watch Nevis Jason, I hear all of the politicians talk about we're gonna increase agriculture, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I never feel like we're gonna get there with agriculture, with a lot of things to the point where we're gonna be producing a surplus. Because I feel like pan a realistic level, you gonna got other places what will produce what we producing cheaper are them kind of thing. We need to be able to sustain ourselves.
Yep.
With regards to what we could create though, when it comes to intellectual property, creating songs, creating art, creating music, movies, and them kind of thing, to me, that's an area now where you know got to the land and Nevis ain't got to produce natural materials. It's not finite. So I feel like we need to really tap into our creatives is the only way how you could create out a thing here, Cause if me go write a song now, me got I'm gonna have the rights. I could make money off of that. There, I feel like
But
that is our
right now,
avenue where we gonna
right
go into.
right now, me feel Nevis be successful right now. If Nevis gets if everybody in the Nevis gets successful, he might deal it too.
No, no, I want people that. millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah, but it look like you gotta respond to leadership, you know. You gotta look at leadership, you know. If things are being successful by leadership, you know what I mean, and had to delay, that mean everything else gonna flounder after, you know.
No, no, watch out. The only time is delay is if it's a concerned citizen movement project. But what are delays you don't see? Well, okay. Yeah. 'Cause you got some
Okay.
people what them are building house for instance 2000 and whenever and the house not done build it. So I'm not gonna say and it's a pile of people. So whoever wanna vex with me, I know you gonna got some people who are gonna say, I don't know me house you talk about. But when I walk around my community, I could take pictures of several horses. So whoever wanna feel like a yo, Jason just put me in a car, punch me where I was. Yo, check. And that's you. Maybe you get a punch. Um, Football clubs in Nevis. First of all, we gonna go get rid of the president. The president, since the president coming, he collect our money and he has kept the Premier's Cup. We were told we're gonna get football January, February,
Who's the
whenever.
president?
Everett, Everett, France, from
Everett,
about.
France.
You know the guy, right?
He's my classmate, yo.
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, he not having no football.
Ah, he keeping it
Um,
over back.
no, 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 no. He ain't giving us no football. We want football. We want football over Monday chop. I don't want a lot of places. I don't want a lot of entertainment. One of the places where I need to go is football. So if you're gonna do anything, you can't got time to promote dance and then kind of thing there and can't tell me when is the football. I don't got a problem with you, sir. If you don't want to be the president, then just done with the thing. If I tell me Nevis not gonna football or play, I would quicker hear that than to just have people there and nothing to do. And I understand that you ain't want to do nothing either because soon as when you go and you do something good, the premier gonna come in his speech and he gonna say he wanna thank the leadership of the Navy's Football Association. He might not want to call a name, but just because he don't want to call a name, that don't mean you don't work hard.
But be
What you
careful,
gonna do?
be careful what you talk about the president too, because he might be responsible for
Responsible for cutting off what?
your phone.
No, you go listen. If you pay your bill, you pay your bill. That's it. That's it. If and you know, me not really mind if people want me pan a personal thing. Like you working for a company and you just say, "Bye, again, hard pan Alan," because you could
Well,
definitely get fired and I could get money overall. If you want to do what you
uh,
want to do, go ahead.
no, not
Yeah,
precisely
go
Alan.
ahead.
Alan,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Alan,
No, tell me.
Nevlek was thrown under the bus for the Overback project, and they wait till the opening of the house to shut off the current. Then post that they would shut, they're having power outage after. There's ways to skin a
Mm-hmm.
cat.
Um, Jason, my internet can be off for something amount of time. Otherwise, that's it. Yeah? As you say, he got ways to skin a cat. Um, Me, that cat you gonna fight back on. That cat you lion on. You check it out. So, me no mind you try your skin, but you gonna get some fighting back. You gonna get to pay a penalty too. Me
Mm.
never feel like the thing supposed to be one way. So you could roll, but you gonna get to pay a penalty. Um, I say all of that about Nevis football. If you sign up in the Sinkets football league, you get $25,000 just to sign it up on every year. But United Football Club don't get it 25,000 for this year. So that you could buy gear and invest back into your players.
So how
Whereas
about youth of the future don't get them one?
Youth of the Future is not registered in Singles. I have told them that they should be registered in Singles, but let me tell you the next part. When you got Singles players on your team, you had to register in Singles. Eh? Oh, yellow red I get into the water. Yeah, the water shortage is the next story self. Um, me don't tell you. I just bring a lot of random things until I told her dry season don't start. And me mentioned that because where I live, I'm already starting to see brown. And this is very early in the season. This we're not even really reaching a dryness part yet. The premier spoke about the aquifers. I think the premier need to come forward and give us more information with regards to the aquifers. We need to know how much capacity they have, how much we does use, and how our use is affecting the aquifer. This is very important also, especially in light of the geothermal, because we're going to be extracting energy from the earth in the form of heat, and we're going to have to put back leaks back down there. So,
Mm-hmm.
in a them time there, you will not be able to wash your car. Geothermal will be the priority at that moment in time. It just saving so much of power. We he also gonna put Mr. Brand, who don't have no big budget. He gonna make it look like he ain't doing nothing. Cause he just opened more 500 half a million gallons water tanks, one in a Hamilton, one in a Zetland, and then soon after that you're gonna tell me I watch higher water consumption. I thought that I do all of them things there so that water consumption is good, but really and truly, mm, it seems like it can be largely the same thing. When dry season come, I've still got to watch where they are there. Though. But as I say, I feel like if they could explain to us more about the aquifer, 'cause I see a big problem coming forward. I see a water war coming forward, but we need to know more so that we could do
True.
more. Um, this was a general comment. I don't think the Hamilton one empty. The Hamilton one has been in operation enough for having some kind of water. Maybe the Gingerland one kind of empty-ish, but the Hamilton one, that thing on. Mm,
So when I wanna use our water, yeah, so me go back to our natural habitat. If I could take the chance and go bush go shit, go bush go shit. If I could take the chance and go to go piss. Stop flush our toilet so I
I, 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 I hear the premier talking about turning maneuvers today, right? And he wasn't talking about a warship or something. He was talking about work being done on a road over in Butlers. And I tell myself, the premier need to be here for all of these press conferences. These press conferences cannot be so hard. It must be possible that Eric could give me a press conference. What the premier say was so special today? What Eric can't come go tell me? Eric could do reading with Eric. Me really see what going on. When the premier got to be a talk about turning maneuvers and all the trickiness there. But the premier said that the government can't hire nobody else. Full of employees. The words he used were bursting at the seams. Zook was the last exception, and there is not gonna be anybody else who could get in at this particular moment in time. Okay?
He said Zook was the last. He said Zook was the last exception.
No, Mr. So.
Oh,
Who else get you after
and if
that?
you give it, and if you laugh Zook, you know what I mean. You go hire 5 more people, maybe even
Bye.
10.
Bye. Um, I was
Obviously,
wondering
Zook
about
don't take the picture.
I was wondering what the premier new dribble tactics of not putting a hand on your face, right? And I was just wondering if it's because people stop shaking hand, if when people shake your hand, they start to disinfect one time. Cause they know what I mean. But I'm telling you, it's one of those two things. You can, people can't know. People can't know. And you continue to maintain the energy there. The premier said that he never said he gonna investors overseas. He never used those words. And he's disappointed that even his people are complaining to him and say nothing is happening. So it's not just NRP. He supporters and all come to here and I say, what? Nothing I want. And he ended up being a little defensive and speaking about, opportunities are being provided, and he would like the general public to make use of the opportunities. Even if it's not exactly what I want to do.
But the seams are bursting, so you look like you're not doing yourself if you got maintain a government job.
No, he was talking about, for example, I think he said it's 320 jobs gonna be created up at Brownhill Communications by one of the places, and then
Hmm.
he said the next one gonna hire some next amount of people. So he was using those as examples to say, well, you know, he got little vibes there. Um, he got attention in the Navy, sir. And this offense is me and I have been a work of government. Although me never been one of them who get the attention, yeah. People, but I might get somebody in trouble. Ain't come from who they are, I think he come from. But anyway, he does got four season workers, right? And four season workers would look at a government worker and say, you got two jobs and I only got one. So I think the premier was talking about today, everybody need to get a job and wherever. But the reality right now is to sometimes survive in a Nevis or make it, you go got two jobs. And even when one is a government job, you still go got another job on the side just to be making it and able to keep yourself floating. But then when you work, when you're lucky into four seasons, you don't necessarily got the same latitude to get a government side job or even get another private side job. So as me tell you, he got attention there too. He gonna got people um who apply to the call center, and if people who got a government job get you with the call center, it gonna be a problem. Nobody I watch nobody and say you know deserve to eat, but people I watch people and I say, well, you don't work for the government. You don't got a job.
Yeah.
You wanna tell me you don't work and you still want another job? So what me supposed to do? Me not got one.
Yo,
You got
yo,
two.
it's hard. I know government. I know of a lot of government workers, especially living in Cherry Garden. Got trust brother man in time,
Mm-hmm.
I trust they got trust brother, So they need that
Uh,
second job, yo.
No, Vanessa. Um, Based upon some of the pay scales I see in the budget, what? Some government workers do not need no second job. I see one of them who I see those works on second job, and I'm telling you for sure, is only ministers of government, not even ministers of government. It's only the premier make more money than the man right now. Man. He don't need to be working no second job, and his first job is public. You could find the information. Good night, Ayana. You could find the information about how much he's making. That man then need no second job. Me I tell you, no sir. He not gonna. He like he don't have no responsibilities. He just a line, but he will do it. And me still can't really vex neither because me always the man what to tell people how much money is enough. You give me a number and we gonna see.
Yeah, but
Um, the bypass road in Pennis is shit. I have not driven down there
gone to the
from
dogs.
since last year. Bye. I feel like the last time I drove on the bypass was when I just come back from. No, no, no. Me not even drive on Panam then time there. Maybe sometime in October. But it can be. First I was like, okay, lad, man. I hear daily I say so. Me I been I think so, but I hear daily I say so. I ain't put no pressure upon the premier a daily I say so. But no, with how many people? You know what? You know, when you hear so much of people, when you're gonna hear like impartial people, and then when you're gonna hear in the press conference people asking, "Yo, is there any word on the bypass?" The bypass is shit, and it shouldn't be, man. Santa build. I don't understand why make all the road and everyone at Allen just be struggling. I just watch the flex, you know.
You know who that bypass road was built under?
Remind me, NRP?
Vance.
Oh yeah, I didn't know. I couldn't recall. As I be talk about road, last week me come and me talk about how the premier go give me a new fence, 100% fence, not a 75. For instance, me say that then nobody else come up on the flex.
What do you mean?
No, nobody come back on the move, and I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna assume that there was some pressing circumstances, but Mr. Premier, the gentleman who was down there, I see a tire. I see he left a tire. I see them mash up the drain. I have pictures. Me not post them yet. Me I give you time. I'm giving you the courtesy that Janice asked for. Timothy tell me that the bypass will going to get fixed. Um, the premier said that it's gonna be resurfaced shortly. Renzo. Long time me not go on the road. Me not even want me dog on the road there right now, boy. You go jump in
I,
on some
I
pit.
think the Kawaja had done the road, you know.
You go jump in on some pit on the road, boy.
Kawaja or Legan,
Um,
whatever the company name.
I've been a listen to the premier at one point, and because I don't listen to the live press conference, right? I don't normally listen just after. The man that attack and Jason by me belly don't full of my Bradley. Me try fast forward the press conference. Forget that the thing live. Say by no boy. I look like we get to the end of this year, boy. I had enough. Mumbo chop.
Yeah,
But
we're gonna get to that.
there is a building, not a building.
A
What must
change
call
room.
this? There is something being built over the Mondo Chuck, and I have some confusion over what it's supposed to be.
But just bear in mind, people, the Mondo Chuck is under the first phase still, eh?
Um, yeah, but is a good thing. The Mondo Chuck didn't require like the specificity that are let's say specificity that a hospital would require. Otherwise, um, somebody else might have come in and say, "Boy, no, you was not even that much of a bypass." Yeah, boy, mash up hoofs, me I tell you. Anyway, he got this thing going up over there, and I hear two different circumstances. I hear he gonna be a VIP. I don't know if there are two things going on, but I also heard that there's gonna be something for the children to change their clothes. He wasn't talking about that. He was just telling me that only Bonington going to do it. So when, just wanna know when. Um, the premier says it's gonna be resurfaced shortly. He started to talk about load capacity and all that kind of thing there, and say it's gonna be cheaper. The premier, the theme of today was I'm saving money. I shut down our office because you all remember the premier know that he 9 million over the budget of the hospital, and he know that I know well at least 9 million over. So he got to go save the 9 million. How are you gonna explain that there? He know there is going to be some explanation necessary. So he start off and he's working on the edges. He saved today roughly maybe $200,000. So he only got about a 9.8 million more, and he good. Start off good.
The money diversifies.
Mm-hmm. Um. Yeah. So I need some clarity. I want to take a drive tomorrow and see what going on over by the mother shop.
Yeah, content. We want some content.
Mm-hmm. Um. I heard that one of the building, the building, what was supposed to be the change room is $500,000. Are you telling lie on me, Premier? Are you tell lie? Me Premier ain't building no 500,000. Because when I see that there, if that there is cost 500,000, then I would like to talk to everybody who have a low income house, and I would like to let y'all know formally that all of your house is now valued at $2.5 million, and you could go down to the bank and get a loan to do whatever it is you need based on the collateral that you now have. Cause you can't tell me that the premier will build something with a wood of $500,000, but then low income house there are $300,000 houses. No, I can't believe. So them life on the premier. Maybe that a which part is zero. There. Maybe it's not 500,000. If it's 50, I could believe. But if it's 50,000, now if it's a board building to host the
For
children,
500,000?
to host what the premier spoke of today, and said it is the biggest sporting event in Nevis. And if you going to put them in a board who go change them clothes, Mr. Premier, come on. Come on.
It's
You
temporary.
need no we need way better than that. And it come back into there was a team who came down, I think they were from Chicago to play some cricket. So I was asking my father, so what right now, where the games gonna be played? He tell me all of them got to play in the park. I said, well, how come? Because it would be nice. I like when people go see what going on in the country. VOGen got vibes, Brown Hill got vibes. He can't carry them over there in a bathroom. In a wear change. So all the game and then got to play in the park. this is something where you can't be in 2023 and like dealing with these facilities and knowing how important sports be and can't get a bathroom, can't get a
Friend,
place to change.
friend, we're not even gonna talk about state of the art and niche tonight. You know why? We this is a you see the man that dismiss a lot of stuff right now. The man defunding a lot of stuff. When you're into niche and state of the art, that's when you're spending top dollar. Mm-mm. Everything is all negative tonight, but
Um, I only have two more things, and then we may leave. Renzo, exactly. It could be. Listen, even for 50,000, I still don't say, boy, that's a lot for a wooden thing. But I could say, I feel like the children and them, and we're talking about collectively. Mr. Premier, I was one of the children who used to go into primary get me ass beat, you know. I been one of them children there. You know been a one. You're not athletic, but me been a one of them. All I be done put in enough to be able to say no, do better than that. Do better than that.
I don't run enough into premise and no do better than that myself.
Yeah. And by the way, Jason, I was thinking about this the other day. I know that I would never be a patron for Interpremier. Me not have them kind of talent there. But for Gingerland Primary School, I feel like I do me bad. I did enough in my ass in Gingerland Primary School. I should have done been a patron at least one time. And before the after fast, I would hope that man like Leslie don't get that honor there. I would hope that Teresa Brown don't get them honors there. Some kind of argument. But you know what people me don't see younger than me and them a patron of me? It's like, what? As I said, Ginger High School, me not fight, no. Ginger Primary? My fucking God. I need to be more likable. You tell me what I need to be more likable? So they go do this shit, man. I feel like I should have done been a patron at least once. You see? You should have one name so. I went Ginger and Primary. I got that about Joycelyn like what? Me not wow with Joycelyn. No. I'm saying I went up there. I did some shits, man. I feel so. You see that? Teresa don't get it. Me not feel like me country enough. Me not Gingerland enough. But I need to come out and tell me, Alan, you are saying Gingerland enough. I can work with that. I can work with that. But I did enough in my ass to have gotten it once. The only sport me not represent up there in football. My second to last thing is Devon sending in a question to the Premier. And the Premier once again decided not answer the question. The question was a simple question. He asked about sustainable jobs. The Premier said he don't talk about that. My only problem was the sustainable jobs where the Premier talk about. He talk about what? The tourism sector growing. And restaurants and them kind of thing. Mr. Premier, in case you don't know, right? As a man who does like to go a couple places or go, there's times in the year when these restaurants close down and that's it for months upon a time. That is not a sustainable job. You can't talk about nothing in tourism in the hotels. Oh, they like to overlook. Well, all I'm saying is Gingerland, Joyce and Liebert. I feel like you're telling me that me in Gingerland enough. I disagree, but it is whatever. You can't be a tell people about sustainable job and tell them about hotel work. Unless you talk about landscaping or man who have to there pan the work. Because we
Yep.
don't know, he got a time when the thing hot, and then he got a time when it's bare minimum stuff. So sustainable job,
Man, the man only
come
want
on, man.
post jobs when it hot. Jobs, jobs, jobs. Jobs, jobs, jobs. When festive season come up. Like, yo, since full season open, they're doing it. So why you wait till no acknowledge it?
I don't even know if the company were going up in Brownhill Communication, or formerly Brownhill Communication, if it's sustainable as far as let we see them here for some time. So and then I could say, well, okay, I could see, but I don't even want to count that as sustainable until they operating for some time. He would have say he mentioned up there in geothermal as places where there will be sustainable jobs in the future. The premier talking about geothermal, like I said, this thing absolutely happening. He going on, like I said, by yeah, there is no doubt about it. The geothermal is going to create. Mr. Premier, if it was me, I could be wrong. You know, I'll take that piece of advice. Yeah, my policy is to sell low, to under promise and over produce. Even if you feel like it's a virtual certainty, it better if you kind of cautious with the thing so that when you start to crank out, people could say, what? Rather than if you start to tell us it is going to, it will, and anything what come short in between there, Mr. Premier, you're gonna have to come again before people and say you're responsible mind. Me only tell you how me would do it. But that's just me. And I could be wrong.
True.
The last thing I have is that we have to live with the colors. We have to live with the colors of the economy. I hear me saying I don't know why John is talking about orange economy and blue economy and all that kind of thing. Yeah. Up to today, I hear Mark Brantley talking about green economy. When Mark Brantley gonna come and talk to you about green economy, ladies and gentlemen, I just get color coordinated. There's nothing I could do. You understand? The train has left the station. Them decided that is a colors thing, so I'll tell you what was wavy in colors. I mean, the premier who is one of the bluest man you could ever think about. I talk about green economy. It's here to stay, people. Okay, well, Abby could come back and clear on what the follow.
But what?
Pan clear on what there. Yeah,
Go
because I
ahead.
ready for the I
This is
ready
the
for the
freestyle.
nonsense.
This is the freestyle round.
You realize that the premier had on the CCM shoes.
Yeah.
At clear on what the party. He had on the
Yeah.
CCM shoes.
I
And
went to the sporting and them.
the same. Listen, Mr. Premier, I'm telling you, this white pan white with the linen suit in our work, my G. In our work, my G. We don't see that too much of time. Mr. Premier, watch out. Here what happened. Give me a different color top with the bottom. Give me a different color bottom. You gonna just say you gonna just do the same thing all the time. He's in touch with global affairs, so she knew exactly what is going on. He playing catch up. But maybe I did ready economy next since he play catch up.
I just
But
realized that.
yeah, but I see the premium over there
Labor economy.
in his CCM shoes. And me just say, yo, they said the same man was say, yo, time for politics done, no. But he the pan the sports is you see me shows? See me shows? No man, Mr. Premier. I want for White Sun because really and truly, remember that your White Sun outfit too, eh? So nobody feel like you're aware that the sports time and then come back in white sun and with this here outfit, Mr. Premier now. So you have time now between now and music festival to get yourself in order. You try to reach up to the United States. I don't tell you need some Nikes, even a pair of Adidas. Come on, man. But you try Santa with yourself. I've never seen the Premier jeans. I don't know if but get a different color bottom, man. We want fresh clothes. I don't want to see music festival and you come and at the same set of outfit. We don't want a pre-pandemic outfit to choose from. Okay? Post-pandemic outfits. That's all I have.
And with that, I want to say another respect to everybody who tune in. And thanks for Real Entertainment Network for having us. And don't forget, I think Real Talk Corner should re-invite Mark Brantley. You know what I mean? So he could be assured and let him know like it's not what you think this your name. You know what is your name. So let he get a refresh, a gentle reminder. You know what I mean? Put some respect on the name. Yeah. So Ira, you got a tough job to do. You know what I mean? Even if you want me to join the show for you guys, you know what I mean? Because I just want to get them comfortable. But apart from that,
But what?
yeah.
Watch out. You know, realize the same interview. The interview where we get the most word for. The interview when we told people, ladies and gentlemen, sport is important. You're going to attract more things with sugar than with salt. You understand? The same interview where we have to get word for. That are the interview right now will keep the Premier accountable. That are watch out. Right now,
And in a, and
right now, that interview they value at least $9 million. That's at least a nine
because
million dollar interview right now.
he said what he said during that time so peacefully, you know what I mean? And he used back against him.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you guys who been a cuss and I rant and say I been not, and people saying I not ask him and them the real question them. See the man falter at the end of the day.
By
And
up
with
to
that,
that.
I'm gonna say good night.
Good night. Good night as well, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, Marley. See y'all again next week, Tuesday. The first Tuesday in April. Next week too is gonna be the first term. We're gonna be looking at the first term, a retrospective of the Premier's first term. One is not able to commentary at the Navy Sports Day.
That's common. You know, no that you know how that be. That's simple maths. Everything is political. Come on.
But I feel me not understand how come the Premier not approach me and want me commentate something, want me host something. Me not understand. But then again, anyway, good night everybody. We'll be stopping
Well,
till tomorrow.
think me head don't join out.
Yeah. Lately I be having conversations with myself cause I feel like I have nobody to